So today I have a video for you kind of going over how you can customize a lace front a little bit and also repair a lace front. These are some things that you can do at home with the proper tools. So I'm going to show you what tools I have, show you how to do it, and also explain the situations where you may want to seek a professional for help, or the things that could go wrong. The items in this video have been given to me by Jon Renau in order to provide this educational content for you guys. Without further ado, I'll show you how I've prepared and then the tools that I have to do this. So I have my wig secured onto my canvas head, and if you are like me and you're using a darker wig and you have a darker, my canvas head is black, you can slip a white piece of paper in between the lace and the canvas head just to give some contrast between your darker knots. Before you do this, you want to pull all of your bangs back so that the lace is exposed and pin them back. You definitely want to pin the wig to the blockhead so it doesn't move on you. And then I also have a little spray bottle, a razor that you can get anywhere. I think these are typically used, like you can shave your face with them or your eyebrows. But so this is a white marking pencil. You just need one of any kind. And then I have some Jon Renau pinking shears. So why no tweezers? The lace is really delicate and you can actually tug too hard and either not pull the knot all the way out, or you do tug too hard and it actually tears the lace. So tweezers are not actually the recommended way to thin out or customize your lace pieces. So the first thing we're gonna do is take our spray bottle and we're just going to dampen the knots a little bit. So we're just gonna spray a little bit of that on the knots themselves. Then we're gonna pull out the razor blade. So the next step we're gonna do very carefully. We're not going to apply a bunch of pressure. We're gonna go slow and we're gonna really take our time. But essentially what we're gonna do is take the razor blade and we're not gonna go straight at it. We're gonna kind of go at a bit of an angle. I should probably zoom in for this. We're gonna go in at a bit of an angle, and what the razor is gonna do is it's actually going to scratch at the knot and remove it completely. We're not gonna apply pressure and we're gonna go in circular motions. So you just but we're just gonna go in, like I said, 45. I'm not applying pressure because I do not want to cut my lace. And you just go in circular motions and you remove the knot. You can see that one didn't come out all the way. But you just go through and you can start customizing it. So a lot of wigs come with kind of a really harsh line. You can take it and kind of stagger it out a little bit. Let's see. Go. That one took a little more working at to get it to come out, but you can see it came out. You really want to just be gentle. Take your time. And as you can see, they come out. Don't be alarmed too. Obviously you're cutting the hair out, so you're gonna have some hair come out. Be prepared to sweep your floor. But we're just gonna go through. I'm gonna do a few more just so you guys can see how it's done. They come right out. I do recommend practicing with maybe a wig that you work out in, or a wig that you were soon gonna be retiring, throwing away, before you just go in on like your everyday piece or one of your favorite pieces and really get comfortable with it. You don't want to, you know, damage one of your favorite wigs. So you'll basically just keep going until your desired hairline is achieved. So now I'm going to talk about repairing a lace front. So over time and with, you know, tugging and wear, sometimes the lace can fray a little bit. I think we've all probably had this happen to us. And if that is the case, there is a way to cut some of that lace back at home. And this part is where we're gonna bring in the marking pencil and the pinking shears. So some lace fronts might be beyond repair, and if that's the case, you should contact your retailer and see if they can send it into the factory to have repaired that way. And another thing I want to add, you also don't want to cut too far back on your lace front because they have a thing called circumference tension, and if you start to go too far back, you can kind of lose that, and so the wig won't kind of snug to your head quite right around the edges, and maybe the lace won't lay as flat in the front. So that being said, you really don't want to go too much further past, you know, like the material on the sides of your lace front. And you can see I've already practiced because I already have some white marks on my canvas head. Need to wash those off. But essentially what you're gonna do is take your marking pencil and you're just gonna you're gonna make a line, do little dots, just to create an outline for you to follow with your shears when you actually trim the lace back. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So I'm actually gonna unpin the wig from the blockhead and hold it, but I'm gonna keep the bangs pinned back, obviously. Okay, so I took her off. Then you're gonna take your pinking shears. So why do we wanna use pinking shears? If you can see, they have mountains and valleys on them. The reason that they are designed this way is so that they grab the lace and cut it rather than like gliding along the lace. So you don't want to use just, you know, regular scissors or regular hair cutting scissors. I know I have done that multiple times in the past, not knowing what I was doing wrong. But they can actually glide across and snag the lace and actually make the fraying worse. Whereas the pinking shears are designed to, like I said, grab it, cut it completely, let go, and then you move on. So when you make the cuts with these, as I'll show you, you want to close them all the way, release them all the way, and then pull away from your lace before you go to make your other cuts. So that's what we're gonna do. Again, this can be really nerve-wracking. Practice with an old wig, practice with one that you know, you're kind of done wearing. Yeah, all that good stuff. So I'm going to, I think the first cut is the scariest. Even though I have the bangs pulled back, I kind of use my fingers and I hold it back tighter. But you're just gonna go in. You're gonna close all the way, let go, and then as you can see it made that cut right there. So when you go in for your second cut, you want to try to line up the mountains and the valleys of the scissors. Close it, open, and there you go. So I'm just gonna finish this hairline really quick. And make sure you have good lighting, of course, that's huge. That's why I've moved out into my dining room. I think for some reason this last cut is the hardest. It can be hard if you don't have a ton of lace that needs cut because the shears are big and kind of bulky. We're all done. And there you can see. And you can wipe away the marks with that white pencil with a wet washcloth. But she is all done. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. I hope you feel good about practicing on your own and you understand what could go wrong if you have the wrong tools. But if you just take your time, have the right tools, and go slowly, you can really customize the knots how you want in the front. I should add too, you can do this with the part as well. I would just make sure that you have your part split and have the hairs pinned down so that you don't accidentally cut off more knots than you're intending to. Yeah, as always, if you feel that it's kind of beyond what you can do, always contact the retailer and see if the factory can repair it for you. If you have any questions, leave them below and I will do my best to get them answered. And thank you guys for watching.